Hello again, my name's Vince from My Mate Vince, and in this video today we're going to try to fix up this really nice power bank. This is my favourite power bank that I own, and if you have a look, it's not working, but it does work when we wiggle it. You can see there, but boom, it's gone again. Also, this one here comes and goes. So what's happened is, it did come and go. What's happening is the connection on the inside of the USBs, I think, have broken away from the board, but I don't know that. The hard thing here is going to be taking it apart. The reason I really like this one is, look, it will also output 12 volts via this barrel jack here, and if you were to hold it down, you will see that I can change the voltage from 12 to 16.5 to, one second, let me just scroll through. Love this power bank. To 19, to 20, 24, and then back to 12 again. So really useful if you're doing various different projects. And yeah, and this is how you charge it up here. So the hard thing here, I don't think it's going to be the fix, but maybe the pads are broken away. I think it's going to be trying to get into the thing. Let me use plastic and I won't short anything out. Let me zoom in and I'll show you how loose these are. And I think that's why sometimes it's working and sometimes it's not. So if you have a look here, can you see how loose that is? Yeah. So it means the 4 pins that are connected here, or this might even be USB, this is going to be USB 3, it is. We've got 4 pins here and 4 pins at the back. Can you see that this one doesn't seem as bad, but I think on this one they're all broken, and I think on this might have a couple of them broken. So now, I think that they're going to be soldered on to the board up here rather than down here. So ideally, I need to take off this, I think I need to take off this bottom one. That's going to be a lot easier said than done. So let's see if it gives me anything when I start to loosen it. Oh, I wonder, do I take off this section here actually? And they might have screws to undo that bit there. It's going to be very destructive getting in here. Well, here you go. That was good. Excellent. Obviously, I have got to be careful because there is lithium batteries in here, so I don't want to pierce them. Here we go, now we're getting there. I just want it to come away from here now. Excellent. Right, okay, tiny bit of broken clip there, but we are free. Okay, so this is what's in here. So it looks like we've got a little temperature sensor just here. So we can undo this plug here. And that gives us access to these USB ports here. Now, let's just get this sticky thing back a bit. Mind you, we don't need to really worry about that. Let's zoom in and see if we can see where they're broken. Hope this is going to all go back together okay. See, that's the problem. Look at all these clips. See, they're all broken there now. I'll have to probably add a bit of glue to put it back together. There's another clip. Right. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see, right, they're all broken. But look how easy that's going to be to resolder up again. Excellent. You can see every one of them are gone. Let's check this one out here. No. So what's the matter with this one here, I wonder? Oh, there you go. That's cold there, isn't it? That one. Look. I think that's cold. Let's zoom in on that. Right, I'm being careful because obviously this is still plugged in. Yeah, there you go. Can you see there? That's cold there. Right, okay, let's get some flux and let's just reflow each of these and add a little bit more solder to it as well. Now, rather than unsoldering all the battery connections, because I'd have to unsolder it from this one here, I'm just going to make sure that when I do the soldering iron, I'm only going on one leg at a time. Right, okay, I think I got away with that. It just saved me having to unsolder the wires, but obviously the battery power is still in here, isn't it? But mind you, it's not turned on, but I don't know whether there'll be any power getting to here. Right, I'm going to use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol just to mop up some of this flux. Let's just have a quick check around the place, make sure everything else looks okay. So I wonder, the anchor points are going to be fine, aren't they? Because it was the internal thing that moved, not the external. So these anchor points here should be absolutely fine. So I'm going to leave all them. I think now that that should be working. So let's plug this back in. And let's see now, is it going to come to life? Yes, and are we going to have something here? We are, let's give it a wiggle. There you go, excellent. And here, give it a wiggle. Yay, right, okay, let's put this back together properly. I wonder will I get away with without gluing it. Okay, well, even though loads of clips broke on it, I think there's enough clips in it to keep it together well enough. It's only for my own use, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Just gonna try to neaten up this a little bit. There we go. Got that back in. Okay, let's charge something. This is probably not the best thing because it's already 100% charged, but it should give me an idea of whether it's taking it. Yeah, there you go. You can see the little charge symbol there, and 4.6 watts. Let's go on to this one here. Boom. Excellent. Okay, obviously not the most interesting repair, but it's still a repair on an honest fault. This is my own power bank and it's gone faulty through just use. So yeah, there you go. A nice easy fix. These things are very expensive. They're not cheap. So well worth taking 10 minutes out of your day to fix it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up and I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching.